FiberLock Dimensional Graphics are an industry leader in visual embellishments for uniform apparel and promotional products. This video takes you through the brief but very important application steps needed to apply our high-quality, metallic finished Chromaflex graphics. We'll cover each of the steps for initial setup to get you off and applying. This process should take you no more than a few minutes to complete. Pause and rewatch the steps as needed. We'll give you helpful tips along the way and provide a time-stamped outline in the video description. As with all of our application instructions, you can find the simple-to-follow PDF guides on our website at www.fiberlock.com. With Chromaflex, effective heat press setup goes beyond proper pressure and heat settings. Ideally, you'll see the most application success using a press that provides both top and bottom heat, as well as employs the provided soft application foam and 1/8 inch heat conductive silicone pad. If bottom heat is not available, a top heat only press can be used in conjunction with the provided soft application foam and a cushioned bottom platen. While temperature and pressure settings vary between heat press equipment, our experience shows these settings work best. Please note the different equipment settings whether you're using a press with top and bottom heat or top heat only. Cycle your equipment a few times before proceeding. It's very important to be sure both platens of your heat press are warmed up when applying Chromaflex, otherwise proper adhesion will not be achieved. Pre-testing fabric is the most often skipped step in this process, but it's probably the most important preventative measure you can take that can save you both time and money in the long run. Be sure to run your fabric through a test using the same settings you plan to use for actual application. This allows you to check for scorch marks and adjust your application settings accordingly. Remove any paper liner that might be present under the graphic and align the transfer on your garment. In addition, remove any heat application tape used directly on the graphic for placement to avoid any unwanted indentations. Make sure your garment is completely flat and not bubbled or folded at all, as this will affect the transfer quality. Be sure to use the protective application foam and cushioned silicone pad to prevent your transfer from being damaged by the heat and pressure of the machine. After running the press, allow the graphic to cool for a few moments. If applicable, gently remove any transfer film that may be on top of your graphic. It's okay to peel while the graphic is still warm. However, prematurely peeling the film while it's still hot may result in removing all or a portion of your graphic. After application, do what's commonly called a pick test. Lightly pick at the edges of your graphic with your fingernails to be sure it was properly adhered. You'll most likely see one of three scenarios. The edges peel up slightly, so you'll need more time and/or pressure during application. The graphic appears melted or flattened into the garment, so that means too much time or pressure were applied. Or, the edges remain firmly set and the graphic is pleasing to the eye and touch. In either of the first two scenarios, be sure your equipment is at the proper temperature and pressure setting before beginning application, and adjust incrementally until you find a proper balance. Remember, slight variations do happen between equipment types. Finally, you can perform a last check of your transfers by doing a quick visual review for bubbling, smashing, overall appearance, and proper alignment. We hope you found this video helpful. If you run into any application or product issues, please contact us at 970-221-2100 or info@fiberlock.com.